So the first thing we want to do before working on our snow thrower's engine or auger belts or anything is always disable the engine for safety. The engine safety key needs to be removed, and by doing this you basically ground the spark plug, preventing that from firing. The other thing I like to remind people is make sure that the unit is unplugged if you have the power start, just to make sure we don't accidentally bump it, because it will crank the engine even though this key has been disabled. And you can see here we've got the auger cable, and it's hooked up to the auger control lever. When I go ahead and I depress that, it actually engages the cable, and I'll show you here in just a minute that it tensions the auger pulley assembly, the idler pulley. This can be adjusted simply by rotating this, and I'll talk more about this in depth later on. But I also want to show you here in a second where this cable goes and why it's important that we have it adjusted properly. I want to continue talking about the auger cable and the tensioning device on the newer models. And it's simply a barrel that rotates to tension it. And of course, this is the lock nut we talked about. Once you go ahead and tension the unit, you want to make sure that you tension this lock nut down so it no longer rotates. Otherwise, there is vibration, as there is in all these units, and it could loosen over time. And this little L is what integrates into the auger handle, and it's fairly easy to go ahead and install these if we need to replace them. And the other end, which I'll show you down here, this is the upper cable, is an eyelet, and that hooks into the lower cable, which in turn engages the idler on the belt.
Once again, please make sure that the engine safety key has been removed. Lower auger cable and spring. The auger belt idler pulley. The drive belt for the auger impeller shaft.